To continue this Steve Nash journey series, look, there are just some players that are diamonds in the rough, and you don't know it until a few years down the line. There are some players that, even though they are those diamonds in the rough, it just takes time to finally see it truly gleam the way it needs to shine the way it needs to. And ironically, sometimes it's the first person that picked that diamond up that is the team that helps it shine. And that is exactly what happened in the 7 second Mike D'Antoni offense. Now, it is the Mike D'Antoni offense, but I feel in a lot of ways, especially being able to watch for myself, that Steve Nash was the 7 second offense. He embodied that wholeheartedly. Again, there was debates about those two MVPs. I think there are still debates to this day because there were some great players like Kobe, Shaq, Dirk was having great season, a great 2 seasons, quite honestly. But overall, what the MVP signifies is the most important player. This player isn't there. This team suffers, and that is exactly what Steve Nash embodied in Phoenix. Again, there was a level of consistency when Steve Nash was in Phoenix for his second time. There was a level of, again, we are talking about a underrated player, I feel like in history now, in Amari Stoudemire, another underrated player with one of the weirdest shots ever, but again, defensively sound in Sean Marion. Joe Johnson was on the team for a few years. We all know what ISO Joe can do. Steve Nash had the weapons, but once the playoffs come, if unfortunately, and I feel like this is a common theme between these journey series that we're going to be talking about, that faults in not being able to win a championship, and in Steve Nash's case, not being able to make it to a finals, really hindered a lot of what we've seen in Steve Nash and that special ability that Steve Nash had to just know and be steps ahead. That is